And today we have another game from Night Stalker 12. Today he's playing against an Abbasid player who is in bronze, so this should be an easy game. However, today we are going to concentrate on Night Stalker and see how he does. So first, this is the typical starting um, from the Ottomans. Okay, now you can already see that this is a fairly slow start. Like setting one villager to food, he started villager production and sending 5 people to stone. This should happen in 5 seconds. A pro will do this in 2, maybe 3. A non-pro can do this in 5-6 seconds, but 12 seconds is already quite late. Now the next thing we should do is follow the scout round to see the scouting pattern. Now already you can see it went from here to here and then back here and here. So Night Stalker is undecided about which side he's gonna send his scout. Now this is Boulder Bay. He does not know where the water is located. It could be out here or it could be out here. Yeah, that's probably the only two sides. So it should be either here or here. Now he's also not going for a water opening. Especially on Boulder Bay, booming on water can bring in insane amounts of food in the early game. And that is definitely a situation where someone with water will 100% beat someone without water. But at the silver or bronze level, this is not really very common, so let's go and keep following the scout. Now, Night Stalker has this habit of going and scouting the backside first. So, what is the problem with this? Let's see, so he's found the water, that's fine. Does he go forward or does he go back? And he goes towards the backside instead of the front. Now, why is this a problem? First, let's see which way the purple player is going. So the purple player is going beelining to this top where there is the cliff and there's a fair bit of sheep out here. And this is not even going to be contested by Night Stalker. He could also have been out here by now, but nope. Now let's look at the spawn of the sheep. So there is 1, 2 sheep on the top, another third one on this side. That's pretty much it. That's not too many. And purple has like 2 more. There's a few sheep near the sacred site in the middle, and then a bit more scattered around. So yeah, it's kind of a fairly uniform distribution of sheep. So anyone who covers more map area will probably find more sheep. Now let's see where Night Stalker is going. Already he is scouting. Now his scout is waiting, but anyway, what I wanted to point out is you don't need to scout along the edges of the map unless you're like scared of enemy TCs or something. Essentially, you have got a range of vision around you, which means you're wasting half of this range out here. So what you want to be doing is generally scout along a fixed distance from the end of the map. Now looking at your things, yeah, you're going all the way to the end, which is not necessary. So from here you could have taken a shortcut out here and you should have gone forward. Now I would strongly suggest that you go forward, because let's pause again and see what purple's up to. Now purple's already got 5 sheep, and now if he started coming back he would have been home by around 3 minutes. So 2-3 minutes is when your home base starts running out of sheep. And if you take a forward scouting pattern, you'll definitely find some sheep and be able to loop around. By the time you run out of sheep, you're starting 3 sheep. Now as Abbasid, it doesn't really matter because they can go early on berries, but even in general, it's always a good strategy to go forward and deny sheep from your enemy or from your opponent. Now Night Stalker is just letting the scout go around. In his home he's got a pretty standard build order, so he's got a spearman. And now the question is, you're playing against Abbasid. What will Night Stalker gain from having a spearman? Let's look at the Abbasid base. The Abbasid base is pretty well enclosed already. He's got people on berries, so you can go harass out there. But they also have plenty of sheep at home and more with the scout, which is supposed to be coming back sometime soon. What else? You can also go harass the gold, which you can see is outside the town center range. What is Abbasid's game plan? Now, typically in silver, I don't really know. So if you can see out here, Abbasid has a pretty bad macro, and we'll talk about that. But essentially, Abbasid typically also wants to boom into 2 TCs. So there's a stone out here, and you can go harass the stone, and that's a lot of worth. So essentially, when your scout does get here against Abbasid, you have to go check whether they're going 2 TC already or not. But from this position, it's fine. You can already use that spearman to harass a bit on the gold and harass a bit on the berries, but you're not going to get much from harassing the berries because the Abbasid will just go back onto their sheep. You'll likely not also get much from harassing the gold because once they have aged up, the Abbasid is not really dependent on gold. They have very strong spearmen and archer masses, which once they start building it up, they'll easily overwhelm your individual spearmen. Also, Abbasid has the option of military wing. The second Abbasid stacks into the military wing, he's gonna get like 2 spearmen and 2 archers, which immediately negates whatever spearman Night Stalker is gonna send out. So I'm not a big fan of this opening. Yes, the only one place where it can make sense is if Night Stalker goes and is able to deny the Abbasid a second TC, while Night Stalker booms and maybe goes onto the water. So that's a fair use of that one spearman. Let's keep going forward. Once again, the scout is idle. Purple also. No. Okay. Yeah. Look at the amount of area Purple has covered with his scout. And he's picked up like somewhere like 8 sheep. In contrast, Night Stalker is yet to pick up a single sheep. Here he'll get his first. And he finally gets 1 sheep. If he had gone forward, he would have got sheep from like he would have gotten this sheep, he would have got these sheep somewhere out here. There would be more sheep out here which he could have looped back on, and you complete a loop and you go and deliver. And you're home by not only 2.5 minutes, by which time you're starting to run out of sheep under the TC. You also have denied your opponent the same number of sheep. So it's really important, especially in one-on-ones, to go forward and scout. Let's keep going. So he drops off that single sheep, it's out there, fine. He's on his way up. So he's just starting to add people onto gold now, which is fine, probably a standard build order. And does the scout have a rally point? No. Now, here. It's a bit risky, but what you can even do in these cases is that you're not very far from your base. What you could do is send these sheep back and hope that they make it. Is it a great option? Maybe not. There's a chance to get de-tethered or whatever. They might stop being yours. The opponent might be able to pick them up. But one thing you can do if you've got enough APM is you can build a blueprint for a house and then rally your sheep to that house, and then they will actually run like they do when they're near buildings. So that's a very interesting trick, and if you can chain a few houses back, you can bring them back to your base way faster than you would otherwise. Let's keep going. Now the spearman comes out. Good. Oof. That is a oof moment. Now, when you were around here, Purple had his scout there. What you should have done at this moment is moved towards the direction that Purple was moving, because then Blue would have been ahead of Purple, and any other sheep that lies in this part of the map would be picked up by Blue instead of Purple. So this little mistake means that Blue will probably not get any more sheep. Now purple is like a bronze 2 player, but he seems to have a pretty decent economy going. He has his House of Wisdom, which is gonna tech up in around 1 minute 20, so around 4 minutes 20, so that's a pretty decent tech up time. And he's picked up a lot of sheep and oh, don't tell me he loses it too. No, no way. Okay, Purple manages to get out alive and now he knows that there's a spearman coming. So what does he do with his villagers here? Let's see. So Night Stalker just now sees his Purple's base. He still doesn't see the TC. Now what do you do out here? You know that the Purple will have his TC somewhere around here. What you should do is take your scout and point it at these points in the map. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just do like a round around the map. And then already you get a sense of whether or not like your opponent has moved on to stone, as Abbasids they might want to do. You get to see what wing they are building. So which wing is this? You can see what other buildings they are building. For example, have they started gathering wood? Are they going to drop down an archery range? Because if they do, that means that they are not going into the military wing. Maybe they have something else which is going to come harass and you need to start thinking about your home. It's 3 minutes 42, so it's probably time then where you should know whether or not they are at least gathering wood, or know whether or not they are gathering stone. These are quite important. Now if you look at Purple, oh my god, he's like 13 sheeps. He got all of the sheep. Now nice harassment, and Purple is on the ball. Not a single bit of damage. And pause. See this TC? Now Blue does not know where the TC fire radius is. So he's gone a fair bit into the TC and he'll take like 2 arrows before he comes out. Why is this a problem? Well, you can see that you can park your spearmen out here and essentially be able to reach any villagers around here. So you didn't need to go inside. Just standing out here allows you to deny them resources. And it's not like you're going to be able to dive in and actually kill these villagers. Not with a spearman. So you should just like park it out here. Another thing, I can see this radius. How does Night Stalker see this radius? Well, actually, if Night Stalker put his scout out here, the scout would be able to see the TC. And from that perspective, when you click on an opponent's TC, it actually shows you the range of their TC fire. Now, this is not always accurate. There is like a lot of bugs in AoE4, so you might not always get the correct one. But if you do, it is actually nice to be able to bring your spearmen right up to this edge and then just press V so that they are on stand ground. Now anytime a villager comes anytime around in this region, and that's going to happen if they try to collect gold, they're essentially going to get the pokey from the spearmen. And essentially just a spearman parked out there is going to deny gold without incurring any damage on the spearman. And now to get that happen, you have to bring your scout in and be able to click on the town center when you have vision. So that's a key thing which Night Stalker does not have, because well, his scout is standing out here, so he sees all of this but he does not see the actual town center. He will shortly, and he does as soon as it starts firing, but you can't see the, I don't think you can click on it or see the range yet. So let's see. Oh, you can actually click on it and see the range. Look here. What does Night Stalker do? Now he runs in again, tries to harass a bit more, and he's wasting a lot of APM at this moment. At this point, if you look from his view, he is really running around trying to get worth out of it, but he doesn't need to. He can just stand out here at the corner and easily be able to take out, not take out, but deny gold. That's it. That's all you want to do. Also, the scout has not gone and looked at the gold, at the stone at all, which is a big problem if you're dealing with Abbasid players at a higher level. Also, at home, Night Stalker has a major problem. He does not have houses. None of his villagers are building houses. 5 of them are idle because they do not. Oh, actually, he's panicking. No, he's actually just building one house. He's not panicking. This is fine. So he's building one house, which is fine. He probably could have pulled more villagers onto that. But he's also out of food. Nobody is gathering. He's got like 0 village. There are 6 villagers on food, but they just ran out of sheep. And like I said out here, the 2 sheep that he got somewhere around here, he never sent them home. So they're still standing there in the opponent base, not doing much. So he needs to either wait for this to finish and then collect the berries out here, which is already a bit late. It's going to easily take like 20 more seconds, which means it's 5 minutes, which is not the best tech up time. Or he has to go ASAP and start collecting berries or something. So already his villagers he's behind on villagers, and he's blocked for more time, and he actually has food to like queue up 3 more villagers. So that's enough time to move his villagers onto the berries or something and start gathering. Let's see whether he does that. So as of right now, you can see that he's trying to take care of his home, and he, like I imagined, he set up a mill. He's realized he needs to get food. He's setting up his house. So he realizes a problem. But that means that he's not able to micro his military, which means that the 2 spears are standing here idle, which allows Abbasid to get gold unabashedly. Now, if he took these 2 spears and parked them out here, he would have been able to deny all 3 of these. Also, he does not even know that Abbasid is gathering berries out here because he's never scouted that. And finally, what wing is this? I should know this by now. I think it's the military wing because like I see a few spears and stuff in this corner. Is that the military wing? Let's see. No, he's gone for the eco wing. So that's a standard Abbasid technology of, especially in the olden days, it was like 100% eco wing. But after going eco wing, he is also going into Fertile Crescent, which is good. It reduces the cost of economic buildings. Is he also taking fresh foodstuffs? No, he's not yet, even though he has plenty of resources for this, and he's not touched his stone. So at silver or bronze, maybe you'll never see this, but once you even reach gold, an Abbasid player will 100% take stone in case he's going for the eco wing. So the mistakes Night Stalker have made could already make this an unwinnable fight against an Abbasid player in gold. But because it's bronze, he's still fine. Meanwhile, the scout out here is, I don't know, is it moving around? I don't know why he's standing out here. What does he hope to get from this? Not sure. And Night Stalker sends in 1 spearman again. It goes there, comes back. Pink is on the ball. And now he's setting up an outpost, and then there will be no further problems. Of course, he runs into the TC, and you can't do anything there, not with spearmen. Yeah, there's no point. You're basically just losing your spearmen. And you're like microing your heart out, trying to deal with these spears, doing something to the outpost, and meanwhile at home you've got like 5 idle villagers. So that is not great. That is not how you should be playing. Figure out what needs to happen. So this is a lost cause. At this point you should realize that they are going to get this up. They are clearly within TC range. You have not been able to kill a single villager, and you're not going to be able to run spears into TC range and get any villager kills. That's not going to happen. You've basically just lost 2 villagers, 2 spearmen and all of the health on the spearmen. So, not great stuff so far. Also at like 6 minutes, you should have produced 18 villagers plus the 6 original both of these could be around 24 and soon 25. Both of you have had significant idle time in your economies. Um, okay, let's keep moving. And Night Stalker realizes he's not doing much and he retreats. But he didn't even look at these berries. All of these berries are outside TC5. Like, he could have been out here and be bothering, like, the berries. Of course, it doesn't matter. Pink, purple would have gone back onto his sheep, but sure. He could have been out here, making sure Abbasid isn't making a second TC and getting like 50 extra, uh, 50 extra villagers by now. Also, I'm not. He did check once when he passed by here that let's see. So it's entirely possible Abbasid could have built like a dock out here and have like 20 other fishing ships. And he does not know that Abbasid has just gone on to wood because he's not scouting. Night Stalker has no idea that any of this is happening. And some long distance chopping there, of course, and hopefully he at least drops down a lumber camp soon. Oh yeah, he does. So, Night Stalker is standing out here trying to protect against something. He does not know what because he's not scouted. He does not know if behind this Abbasid has one stable, an archery range, barracks, none of these, a second TC. He has no idea about any of this. Good thing though, he is getting his eco upgrade, so maybe that's a good way to go. He's just one villager behind at this point, which is not too bad. Given that as Ottomans you have some free production going on, so that's not too bad. I think he's trying to rush castle already without even having a second military. Oh, he is going for the second military school as well. He's trying to save up. Like I said, I don't really know much about Ottoman build orders, so maybe that's fine. Also, he seems to have taken the sheep option from the first vizier point, which is all fine. So by itself, Night Stalker is in a pretty decent position against the Abbasid player by now. The Abbasid has not been booming his art out and he's not been aggressive either, so overall, Night Stalker's fine. But Abbasid could have by now already have a full army camp set out here. Like Abbasid's also clearly like going for like castle play or something, and this is very badly macroed. Like he's still going to have at least 2 more minutes before he reaches the goal required for castle. Good thing he has got a lot of people there, but still this is not enough, and he has run out of berries. So at least he has some. Yeah, this is classic bronze silver level stuff. But if this was like gold level Abbasid, he would have been on like water. He would have 20 fishing ships, he would have production out here, or he might have just gone second TC. He could have been like, yeah, I don't want to do any of this fancy stuff, I just want a second or third TC, and then I'll see you in like 10 minutes when I have triple the economy of yours. So yeah, Night Stalker is fine, but things could have been quite bad. Let's speed up a bit because none of them really seem to be intent on doing much. Typical scout fight off. He sends his spears forward, sure. So, okay. Abbasids have very strong spears, so this Abbasid does not have. Also, he's going for stone now. Okay, what is that for? Does he. No, he. Oh, he's. He doesn't have stone, but it says that he can fortify his outpost. This is weird. But now, let's go into tech trees and look at Abbasid. And let's look at their, not an archery range, their barracks. So you can see that in feudal age, Abbasid spears get this technology called phalanx, which increases the attack range of spearmen by. So they'll get the first shot, and when you get the first shot, this means that in any one-to-one combat, Abbasid spears will always win against Ottoman or on any other civilization which does not have special spears. Archers are nothing special, but archers just are pretty cheap. They require like food and wood, and Abbasid can pump out insane militaries with like archers and like camel archers, which are also very mobile. Abbasid could have been raiding right now, and Night Stalker would not have much of a defense. As you can see, a lot of his food up front could be denied, and he could lose like a couple of villages just running back. Even though he does have wheelbarrow, so it's not too bad, and he has lumber preservation, so I think he should be getting at this point. Okay, yeah, he's gonna get to the third age first, which is all right because Abbasid also managed to click up at about the same time, so not bad. They are both going full eco. All of Night Stalker's units are for free. He's not put down any production so far, which is, that's the way Ottoman plays, so that's totally fine. And now, of course, he's trying to set up a lot of stuff so that he can start really pumping. Now that's good. Now the thing about, he has something very strong, especially against his level of opponent. He has a Sipai, which has a fair bit of tankiness and a pretty high damage, especially against like villagers. And it's mobile. It's extremely mobile as compared to the spearmen, which are not. So the spearmen have a movement speed of like what 1.25 tiles a second. This is cavalry. It gets like 1.75. So this is pretty mobile. So take a scout, take your Sipai, and then start moving them around. Look around. Look at the back side. Just loop around. So you have no idea. Is there someone out here? You see that they have run out of food. Bring the scout close and see how much food does he have under his TC. Can he still support this for now, or if not, where is he gonna go next? If he's about to run out of food soon, does he have fishing? Is that somewhere where he can get food from? No. If he doesn't have fishing, what about the deer? Is he there on the deer? Well, the deer are still all clearly alive, so he's probably not on the deer. Where else could he be? So is he up here mining stone or something? So we know, because we have the all-seeing eye, of course he is mining stone. And a single Sipahi and the scout could have moved out here and killed a couple of villagers, or at least shut down this entire stone gathering operation. Also, I still have no idea why the Abbasid is gathering stone, but let's see. At home, he's about to hit. Actually, they're both about to age up like pretty close. So 12 seconds of each other. And okay, I totally missed this, but 0 worker kills. I'm sure that thing was going for workers, and it dove into the TC. What I don't think he knew was that all of the villagers which were gathering food are probably under this TC with all of the sheep that he had. And exactly after 7 villagers garrisoned, yep, that's a so far lost. Free resources, but still unnecessary. All it should have done is just like chase the villagers in and gone out. The good thing though is that he realized exactly what I've been saying, that you need to raid with that unit, you need to go around the backside, you need to loop around and see what they're doing. So he did exactly what was required, except that you should not dive into a TC like this and lose your free units. Also, Abbasid is setting up outposts everywhere, so he's clearly gonna have a pretty nice defense. Now this outpost position is, I'm not sure what it's trying to do, but and he's got an outpost of the gold. So he's got gold, he's got how many? 3, at least 12 more sheep out there, so like 3000 food. He can then, he's probably gonna, after that, gonna have a problem because this is on the front side, so, and he's not really been aggressive, so he has like pretty much 0 military except for these couple of spears. So yeah, not a great spot for the Abbasid, but not because Night Stalker has done anything useful. And he's gone for the more free shots on the, Spear bend. No reason. Also, he's gone for the military wing. So apparently, this side, the military stuff corresponds to the west side military wing. And now he's got like a couple of camel riders, which are not very useful against spears. So has no, but they do a pretty decent job at trading. So if he had sent it around here, he would have been able to attack these villagers and probably get some value. One more Sipahi on the way. So once again, horsemen, they're gonna get debuffed by the art by the camels. So yeah, I don't see this being very effective. Let's see. He moves around. He's hiding in the stealth forest, which is fine. Now, even when you're hiding in the stealth forest, you can probably, like send your scout around. Scouts are pretty mobile, so even if they get spotted, people are like most units are unable to catch up to a scout. So totally something you could have done. And now Night Stalker is retreating. He knows he's not been able to get some damage, and he just saw that the Abbasid is starting to build units now. One thing that I don't think Night Stalker is aware of is that the Abbasid have another very strong unit, and that's the Kulam. It's like a men-at-arm, but it has some unique features. So let's go through that. Let's see if we can find one. There's 4 somewhere. Oh, yeah. So let's see what's in here. It has got 195 health, 10 attack, and 4 armor. Cool. Let's see what Night Stalker has. Also, Abbasid's getting all of his eco upgrades now. He's realized, so cool, I guess. He's getting them from here, so it's gonna be a while before they come out. Now, if these had attacked right now, his Sipahi would have been able to deal relatively fine with this, so he's not really at a problem right now. So also he's got 1 minute, he's gonna have he has a mangonel, so he's gonna be fine. But the Gulams are pretty strong now. Oh, it's already gone up to 224 health. Did he get the? Okay, he's. I don't know which upgrade he got, but there's definitely an upgrade for Gulams. Night Stalker's men-at-arms meanwhile have 155 health. So much worse, even so, but it's free, so who's complaining? It has more attack, so 13 melee attack, but also 4+1, so he got his +1 at melee defense, so that's good. So he's not doing too bad, but he could have been doing a lot better. Now let's see how much Abbasid actually uses his stock, because I've got a feeling based on how Abbasid's been playing, not much. So he could have already queued like 4 fishing ships, and he makes a dhow. Abbasid is making the same mistake as Night Stalker. He has no idea whether Night Stalker has any eco on the or any ships on the water to attack, but he's already making a dhow. So this dhow is kind of meaningless. It could come in use if like Night Stalker decides to like try and burn this down, but Abbasid has 0 fishing boat, and the first thing he gets is extended lines, after which he gets fishing boats. So it would be really cool if Night Stalker attack right now and burn this down, because yeah, that's gonna be a nice waste of gold. But Night Stalker is not scouting. He has not seen anything. He has no idea that purple now has fishing economy about to build up. He's also behind in villages because it's 16 minutes. By 16 minutes, he could have had 48 plus 6, 54 villages. He's behind 15 villages. Not because any have been killed, just because he's gone idle. So this is not a great look. But then again, purple's also not doing much better. He's also he's still like 7 villages ahead, which is not bad. And by better players would definitely be able to leverage this difference into open. Also, the economy difference has pretty much vanished, and you can see that their army values are pretty much same. So, yeah, Night Stalker is waiting here. He's not scouting, so he has no idea what Abbasid has been making. Oh, he just sees that right now, but he has no idea that there are Ghulams. He has no idea if he has siege. He has no idea whether Abbasid, and he's going for battering rams. Going in blindly for battering rams is a very bad idea. Yes, do this. Scout. See what he's trying to do. Does he have units? Like, you now see these barracks. So he probably has units, right? Okay, you're still trying to raid, which is okay, sure. You haven't really achieved a single villager kill, so... But you... Oh, ooh. That's a dead mango now. Ouch. So far, Night Stalker has exactly destroyed 0. He's not killed a single villager, he's not killed a single military unit, and he's lost a mangonel and a sipahi. So, yeah, not bad. And he's about to lose more. But the good thing is he has sipahi, so... And he should attack the... Yeah, good, so that you don't get the debuff anymore. And he's going to clean this up, which is... Oh, he's not actually cleaning this up. Oh, he's got the Janissary, so that's good. That should give a pretty... Ay, this is so painful. And also, good thing he cancels those. Oh, the emergency Janissaries have been pulled, of course. Which is okay, I mean, like, if you see that there are this many Ghulams, maybe it's a good thing. But you really need to kite, and you should send the Mangonel home. Like, Purple could just right click on this Mangonel, and by the time, like, these Janissaries kill half of them, the remaining half will go and kill the Mangonel. So, you really need to protect your Mangonels here. So also, Night Stalker needs to like kite back. He needs to move these back. He needs to take advantage of the the difference, and he's like just he's moving all of his units together, and that's never a good thing. And he lost like half of his Janissaries. So look at the difference in destroyed value. Not only is Night Stalker behind in economy, he's lost a lot more resources, so that was not a favorable trade at all. And meanwhile, he also doesn't know that the Abbasid is fishing, and he's not doing anything himself. So overall, not great. Only remaining grace is that the Abbasid is not really taking care of the advantage of the fact he's got like 3,000 wood, and he could have built like 100 fishing ships now, but yeah, he's probably also a bit, stressed about this entire attack and fight that happened, so I think he's chilling. And he's not queued up any more military units, like, he's just stopped. And once again, Night Stalker goes for the same thing. He saw that his opponent had military units, and there's no reason why he could not have rebuilt again. He does not know that he's not scouted. He has no idea that whether or not Abbasid has food, whether or not there's gold, whether or not there's a second or third TC maybe at this point, or whether that's even a keep. Like, with this rate, and at the 21 minutes, an Abbasid could easily have a keep or two, It's very common for Abbasid players to put a keep near their 2 landmarks just because they have only 2, so like Night Stalker is doing this blind. And the only saving grace is that Abbasid has basically stopped making any sort of military. He's got a few crossbowmen which are fine, but they can be taken out by the Sipahi. He's got a few Ghulams which can be taken out by the Janissaries, and that's a pretty nice Janissary mass. If Night Stalker uses that well, that's a pretty strong Janissary mass. And Night Stalker is going in, so what's the target? Is breaking this one tower going to make it worth it? Because it kind of seems like you're going there. Or are you going for the House of Wisdom? Do you think you'll be able to take it out? You have enough military difference to keep these rams, 4 rams alive. Good thing is you went for 4, not bad. You could have gone for production, that would have been useful. You never know, taking out enemy production can be very useful at times, so you could have gone for production. But not the House of Wisdom. The House of Wisdom has like what? 12,000 health? Yeah, that's gonna take some time. Let's see how this attack goes. Also from like the Abbasid's perspective, yeah, he sees this all. He runs. Oh, imagine if the mangoes got shots on those villages. So do not run under the TC or this fully. Yeah, you're going for the House of Wisdom. Why? Like, yeah, just he right clicks on your mangonels are gone. You're very lucky Abbasid does not have siege, because just a mangonel or two could have totally changed this match with like the amount of janissaries it could have killed. Also, like, this mangonel, if it was up here killing villagers, would have been had so much value, but no. So this attack achieved like you killed one tower, you did like a bit of damage to this mining camp, and that's pretty much it. You were not ready for the military that he had. You were not able to take out his production, meaning he was able to keep creating more military during that time. Like, he's producing. And he's ahead in villages. Like, you have not killed a single village. None of them have killed a single villager so far. So imagine just like one Sipahi moving around the back, finding these farms and getting a couple of sweet kills. That's all you need. You don't need to do a front assault straight on the House of Wisdom and hope without any vision that he's gonna have nothing to defend it and like that is just gonna go down. No, that's not how the House of Wisdom works. But you can definitely dent him in. You had like 4 rams. Those 4 rams could have easily destroyed at least 2-3 of these production buildings, which would have been a start, because like look at the destroyed value. Abbasid has destroyed like 3 times the value of yours, and that's not a great look. Good thing is within all of these he's totally forgotten to make villages, so you're kind of on par on the economy count again. Is Night Stalker producing villagers? Yes, he is. So very well done. That is something that is crucial. You could still, yeah, you have plenty of wood. You should probably think of spending that. Set up a fishing eco. Like, you can spend half of that and get like 10 boats out. That would be like 750 and then 300 for 2 docks, double producing, 1000, great. Put down like 2 more production buildings somewhere out here. You can absolutely take advantage of it. To be fair, you've got a fair amount of production buildings already, so on that front you're fine. But then go for economy, just go for additional eco. Or like, do a farm transition. Okay, you've done a fair farm transition already, so actually not bad. Good on that, good job. But you're like, yeah. Aye, that's another mangonel that's just going to die. Aye. You've got 13 golems. Yeah, that mangonel is not long for this world. And of course, Abbasid has crossbow, and he goes back. So the thing about silver level players is that they don't know how to push. They don't know how to attack, and they know how to do economy quite well. So just think if these 4 for a second just came in here, you'd get like 5-7 villager kills like immediately. There's no protection on these things. He's doing like super long distance mining, sorry, like tree gathering, and like, yeah, he's going for walls. Like, that's such a dented wall, and it's not even complete. Like, just go straight across here, right? Like, why do you need to do this? Or like, block off here, block off here, here, and then like, yeah, then you can defend out here because Night Stalker is not attacking there. But you know, this is silver, so you get what you get. Night Stalker is ready for another round. He's got a fair amount of knights now, lances, which are good. He's again ahead on the eco count because by this point he's making villages, but I don't think that's gonna last very long. Let's see. And the TC is idle on this side. TC is idle on this side. Beautiful, they're both decided. Yeah, 70 villages is nice. I think it's time to have a truce. We are not gonna make any more eco. Now let's just fight it out mano a mano, straight face to face, and let's see from there. Also, none of them have gone for trade, which is in this corner up here. Yep, there's a post. This could have been a full length trade now. Relics. Ooh, actually Night Stalker has taken 3. Not bad at all. So oh my god, this is the classic silver thing. I don't know why this is a meme, but it is. The buildings at the back of the wall. Okay, sure. Like, look, you're out here, you're mining. Anytime you fall short of housing, just take a couple of them, build a random 3-4 houses out here. It's not like that matters out here, you're not using the space. You don't need to go and make an orderly line out here, just spam some out here. You know? Where are your other villages? There's a couple of here. You build around here. You have enough space for like 4-5 out here, 4-5 out here. You'll be easily set population wise for the next while. You've got 4,000 wood stocked up, and out here 2,700 food and 2,700. So this is classic silver bronze level play. People not using their resources. Like, yeah, you could have gone into 5 of these. You could have gone into I don't even know, like 20-30 of these. Yeah, sure. Like, just press F1, see what comes up, and then just press shift and press Q, or press tab a couple of times, press Q. Good thing is you're getting your upgrades, which is very nice. You have got +1 melee ranged, sorry, +2. Oh, you've got +2 everything. Cool. So you're actually taking advantage of these, and you've got up to the 4th age, which is good. You've got the Istanbul Observatory online. Where is that? Oh, it's right out here. Improves the influence provided to the university and blacksmith to 100%, so good. You should definitely put down a university at this point. You've got so much wood. You're also taking stone. Do you have maybe for more military schools? So how many do you have so far? You've got like 5, so it's not like you'll be building any more. You've already reached a limit, so yeah. But you've got 15 villagers going to build a keep. Nice. Okay. That is this. So at this point you can see the difference between the silver player on the left and the purple player, the bronze player on the right. The bronze player won so many good engagement, but he never pushed through. The silver on the player on the other side kept losing a lot of engagements. Like, look at how much like the destroyed value difference is. But he kept pushing. And now he's built up a bigger army, and this is the Ottoman death wall. Like, this is pretty cool. And because he's pushing, he knows, well, I mean, purple obviously has army, so let's go and build a keep out here. Not a big fan of the position of the keep, but yeah, could have gone out here and then you could have collected, you know, like the deer. Yeah, here you can do this, but like it's a bit close to the base, and like, yeah, if this was a bit late earlier, Abbasid would have finished this and seen this. The Abbasid definitely knows now. Night Stalker also has a great bombard coming out, so that's good. That should allow him to push through. He's got a ton of Janissaries, so that's a proper mass building up. He can really use that. What he needs is more gold. He's got a lot of wood villagers. Where? Okay. Some of these villagers can definitely go do something else. He's destroying the thing. Pause. How many infantry do you have here? 18 plus 14, 32 plus 2, 34. How much wood have you got? How much capacity do you have? What do you do out here? You can drop like given 40 more population capacity, you can build like rams are like 2-3 each, 10 rams. You've got 3000 wood to spare, so you can easily like drop 10 rams, and that's it. That's GG. Take these, build a siege workshop because you need a siege workshop so you can get the ram upgrade. And you can destroy this right now. You don't need mangonels, you don't need to care about any of this, you know. Build 10 rams out here. Wait till this wall gets broken down and you've got like a bombard on the way, right? So that's fine, and you've already also got these. Or you know, just let the rams, once you build them up, let it go. They're gonna... This wall won't last long when they have 10 rams, and yeah, this base itself is also not going to last long. Forget about the counterweight trebuchets, forget about all these outposts. Also, by the way, a very AoE 2 thing to do maybe, to put outposts everywhere, but you know, yeah. Oh, you can see Night Stalker dying to get in. Don't charge out here. Hold out here and wait for him to charge. Why? You've got 21 Janissaries. You don't need to fight with your front line at all. He doesn't have anything ranged. He has like a few crossbows, but yeah. Let them come. Let them enter the influence of the keep. Let them get blasted. Let your Janissaries take them out from a distance. And then like you also let these mangonels fire. Let him come to you. You don't need to rush in. But okay. Yeah, this is like GG. Like with this amount of Janissaries, yeah, it's a clear GG. And you can see like Abbasid's like military just crumbles. This is, yeah. How do you finish this off now? What are you doing? Yes, firing on a building with Janissaries while you've got opponent military out here. Don't do that. Let your military take care of these units and just build a few rams, and you know this base is as good as gone. Take care of the... Fine. Cool. Why are you sieging this building? Why are... Oh, we are losing so much. Like, just A move for 1 second, clean up this mess, and then move back. You don't need to stand there, or you know, let the siege fight into this. Okay, like see how long did it take? 3 volleys and you have wiped out his military is gone again. Whatever he created, it's gone again. That's it. Kill these villagers, come back, build rams, finish this off. And anyway, GG gonna get caught. Nice. So, of course, Night Stalker won this. This was not even a contest. But yeah, this could have definitely gone a different way, and Night Stalker had so many opportunities to like make this faster, make this cleaner, make this slicker. And I think that's stuff he can work on later on. This is a casted game, and bye bye.